Okay, we're here with Alastair Campbell outside the Conservative hotel where they're all stayed. What do you think? What the hell is going on today, Alastair?
What, in what way?
No, I mean, we know what's happening, the Conservative conference, but energetically, with all the protests, the police say 40,000 people are here. Do you think there's going to be any change from protests?
Good question. I mean, I've been at loads of Labour Party conferences when we were in government where there were lots of protests. I mean, I don't know whether they make a difference. I think over time they can make a difference.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why this protest matters is because this is a government that did not win a majority. They don't have a mandate for the changes they're making to the health service, and people, unsurprisingly, are pretty angry about that.
Yeah.
Added to which, Cameron made a big deal about saying, I love the NHS, I'm going to cut the deficit, not the NHS, and he's cut the NHS and he hasn't really dealt with the deficit. And I think the other thing I'd say, I mean, I'm actually, this is my first Tory party conference in 20 years since I was a journalist.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm here for alcohol concern. Because
you're here for the booze?
No, I'm here to campaign against the damage that booze does to Britain.
I see.
And Cameron, to be fair to him, he brought forward some very sensible proposals last year, and he's now totally gone back on them under pressure from the industry and under pressure from the right wing in his cabinet. Yeah. So I'm here protesting, to be honest, and but I'm protesting specifically about mental health services and treatment for alcoholics.
Okay, can I end on just a philosophical question? People's idea of voting seems to be a way for the poor to get numbers, to kind of protect themselves from the rich controlling all the resources. But then what we see in the West, in America and Britain, the rich then take control of the political system. Do you think like that big private banks, do they vet people like Miliband and Cameron just to make sure that they don't side with the poor?
You're not a conspiracy theorist.
I used to be, Alastair.
You're not going to give me the Illuminati stuff, are you?
No, I would have done 2 years ago, but not anymore. But I'm just trying to see if there is there, like, maybe even subconsciously, that, you know, the big banks make sure that no candidate is too...
I don't think so. I'll tell you what I think is true. I think that Britain and America and the other advanced economies, I think there is a sense that the centre of gravity of where powerful opinion is, media. Yeah. I mean, classic example. Today you've got a situation. Eric Pickles, member of the cabinet, the
big guy,
right, says something very, very insulting.
What did he say?
He told a woman who was trying to get his help for something, maybe you should change your medication. Right?
Whoa.
Not good. Now, I'm telling you, if that had been a Labour politician 10 years ago when we were in power, you would never have heard the end of it, okay? Yeah. And they'd have been hounded and hounded and hounded and hounded.
Yes.
Now, what I mean by that is that, so the centre of gravity in the media is very right-wing.
Very much so.
I think the centre of gravity in... So, for example, last week, Ed Miliband says something about energy prices. Yeah. And immediately, the line kind of running through the whole of the media is basically the Conservative Party line. This means we're going to have blackouts in 5 years.
I saw, yeah.
Now, that is, if you like, a right-wing... I don't think it's a conspiracy, it's just that the right wing... It's
the way they react.
They're very powerful in America. The two politicians in our recent times who I think have really managed to get this right are Clinton in America and Tony Blair here, where you've got to win, you do have to win popular support in the centre ground. Yeah. So you do have to have business support. You do have to have people who don't really care about politics basically thinking, yeah, I like that guy, I'm going to vote for him. So I think that, and if you're the banks, I mean, look, the banks, they're a vested interest. Yeah. And they've got away with it for years and years and years and years. Why are there more hedge fund people and banker people giving money to this lot than give money to the Labour Party? Because the Labour Party's got policies, I think, that some of them don't like. Yeah, now, getting that message right, that you want to change, you want to make change, but you do fundamentally believe in people's right to make a living and be enterprising and so forth. It's difficult when you've got this kind of right-wing agenda going the whole time. But I don't see it as a conspiracy. I think it's kind of out there and it's open.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Alastair. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
All the best.
All the best.